All right, welcome back. Backlash continues for Dave Chappelle. Students at the high school where the comedian went threatened to walk out if that school went ahead with the planned fundraiser featuring the star comedian. Just last month, hundreds attended this protest outside the Netflix offices in Los Angeles to protest a special that included Chappelle's jokes about the LGBT community. The school has pushed the event for April 22nd.
Terrorism from white supremacy is the most lethal threat to the homeland.
I walk outside every day in fear of white supremacy right here in the middle of the hood. Okay, yeah, right.
I never seen a white supremacy in my life. Never, and it can't point to one.
All right, a new documentary you saw right there, just released, brings forward how black conservatives are flipping the narrative that you hear so often from the media. The documentary features testimony from familiar faces like Alan West and Kimberly Klasick. The film is directed by Frank X. Panico. He joins us now. Frank, great to have you with us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, so I want to talk about that Dave Chappelle story as well as we talk about your film. He had just pledged to donate $100,000 to that school, but the kids don't want that money. They think Dave Chappelle's too controversial. What does this tell you about the current state of our society?
Yeah, it's unfortunate the way CRT is pushed in our schools. My film, Systematic Deception, touches base on that. They're infiltrating our schools and almost like brainwashing our children to become victims. And you know, the white one's always the one that's the oppressor, and the black is always the victim. We're going to bring up a generation of children that are going to hate each other. So we really have to put this aside. We have to go for unity instead of division. And the Democratic Party is all about division. They're all about dividing, you know, abortion, division. To me, I think those are tactics of the evil one. And those are also tactics that the Democratic Party embrace, abortion and division. So the critical race theory has to stop. We're all children under God. Skin color does not matter. And I bring that out through my film. And also a big point that I bring through my film is that the more we expel God from our nation, the closer we come to our demise. So we need to welcome God back. We need to allow free speech. Chappelle's free to say what he'd like. I'm free to say what I like. And if you don't like us, don't watch us.
Well, tell us what inspired you to make this film about the black community.
Yes. Well, I'm Puerto Rican and Italian, so obviously I'm not black, but I'm sure there's black in my roots. And a woman reached out to me. Her name is Linnell Babbage, and she heard about me in my last screening of my last premiere, and she reached out to me and said, Frank, I want to do a story, I want to do a film about the way that the Democrats lie to the black community to keep them in their party. And she also said, you know, my daughter Lisa Babbage wrote a book called The Black History Bible, and it could be based on the book. So I read the book and I just went for it. And because I find it, the subject matter intriguing, you know. We talk about the lies spewed upon to the black community. And everyone in my film is black, and they're all conservative and righteous Christian Republicans. And it's great to hear the other side of the story. There's a ton of people out there that are black Republicans that have a side to tell. And unfortunately, the lamestream media hijacks everything. You know, they hijack they hijack the black people's past and just use it to push an agenda like BLM. You know, that's all Democrat.
We hear too often that the critical race theory aspect of this conversation was something that was made up by conservatives, but we have the results from the Virginia governor's race. Really, that was the main driver of changing things there, and that would you know, be evidence against what you hear from so many Democrats on this issue. Tell us, Frank, where can folks go to find this film?
Right. You can go to systematicdeceptionmovie.com. I'm allowing it to be seen for a short time for a you know, small donation. We're going to be bringing it to the big screen. We're trying to raise funding to get big distribution. And C.L. Bryant is one of the producers. He's helping me do that. So you can go to systematicdeceptionmovie.com to see, learn about the film, see the trailers, and check out the film itself for a short time. I will be taking the film down after a while.
All right, Frank, thanks for informing us about this project. We appreciate your time as well. Take care.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me on.